welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix. Ultra is on board from Team Sarah to the Rainbow, Sebastian Campo, Lam Fong, Tom Leon, Boy Dragtar, Max Adelaide, Jensen Olsen, Don Verdetto, Benaya, Carlos Amado, Castillo, Damien Castro, Thierry Headley, Ahmed Silla, Livery, K-Ball, Bakari Sato, Taka Van Horn, Matthew Hart, and Dalla Boxar. Oh, sorry, no, it's your boy. I got very used to saying Boxar down last, but I've got your boy here, the race man. There is 5 red lights, Japanese Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go! And there we go, off of the front. Our brand new 3-time world champion Ultra, off to a good start. Dave Sergio's also had a good start, but on the outside turn 1, he is not making that move, and he's under threat, and he is overtaken. He gets overtaken possibly by Ramo, who is alongside the Brazilian. The rain levels are pretty low, so drivers and teams have to watch out for any changes in the rain. And also you got Lam Fong, he's in 4th position right now. As there's Dave Sergio right there. Sergio down to 3rd, Lam Fong in 4th. But he's got a chance here, go for 3rd, possibly even 2nd here around the outside. Dave Sergio realized for causing collision. And this is not good for him in the World Championship. Yes, he's 2nd, but he's only 2nd by 1 point to Ramo. And with the way it is at the moment, Ramo's going to get 2nd place back. And he's going to have a pretty good margin as well. And Ferrari leading 1-2 here in Japan for the penultimate round in the F1 season. This is incredible stuff for them. Well, he's fallen back a little bit on the start from 18th now down to 20th place. Down in 10th as well. As that rain, it is almost gone. I think the rain levels have went down by just a little bit. But them little bits are enough to drastically change the race in how the tyre strategies are going to be today. Of course, everyone starting on Inters, as the Inters are currently the quickest tyre right now on this grid. And you can see that without a doubt, as Ultra, he's just got a really good lead right now. He just came in a battle right now for 2 Salvas of Akari and Matthew Hart. So can Cable get ahead of these guys? Like, he's got a better car, so he should be able to do it. So let's just see what can Red do. Well, he's in 19th now, down 20th again. He's winning out solid. With the 2 Red Bulls on Campo and Tom Leon, 5th and 6th respectively, while William is in 7th position. He's got a good chance here to try and get past Tom Leon. He does so there, around the spoon curve, up into 6th position. He needs to get as many places as he can though, because this race is crucial in this World Championship. With Lam Fong up in 3rd, this is very good for Renault. I think they may end securing 5th in the Constructors due to this. So pretty much, Dragon have got to be on top form here. Actually, it might be 4th, I can't remember where Renault are exactly, but yeah. But Dragon need a really good race. But Alex out the points. There's up to Lam Fong and Blade Sonic for their teams effectively. And also Ramo, he has dropped down 2 seconds to Ultramo, who's going to be looking to expand on his already massive championship lead that he's got. You know, it's been an amazing season for Ultra, picking his feet up last race. It was honestly incredible to see his performance come back. We are on lap 3 now, and UK Ball's up to 17th now. He's got ahead of both of the Salvas. I think some tapping toward these AlphaTauris. Well, yeah, Versio has damage. He's got damage to his car. There you go, you can see in front wing damage there. Right behind him is Taka Van Horn, his teammate. Right there, he will be ready to attack Versio anytime soon. I can tell you that for a fact. As well, UK Ball has Ahmed Silla up ahead of the house. Of course, he's back. He's serving his race ban. Boxarv is currently in the middle of serving his, and that's why your boy is here instead. He's just there to fill out the position, really. Honestly, nothing that he can do. Like, he's just got the worst Williams car, so he's just there, just filling in. Meanwhile, behind Lamfong, currently maintaining third, he's pulled out a decent gap to Dave Serkiera, who seems to be struggling. Obviously not confident with the wet weather driving, but I feel like the track is starting to get a bit dry now as the rain levels are decreasing. Also, Cabo is maintaining 5th position, but this all here is a 3-way battle. Actually, no, it's more than a 3-way battle here for what would be 4th by the end of this race, even if Serkiera pulls a little bit of time away as the car's going under the bridge. It's a nice scene to watch there, to be honest. Anyways, Rainbow's gonna look out. Lamfong, yes, he's been putting in some good pace, but he's also put in a good enough pace to be able to be pretty near the back of Ravo, which does mean that Renault could get their driver up in second. Renault needed to lock in, and they chose the right race to do it. Of course, they've already got that advantage in the constructors over Dragon and Red Bull, but of course, being up in third is just an added bonus, and yeah, the rain getting down to its final bits now, it is pretty much over. Which means drivers will start to come into pits very soon. Just who is going to be the first to make the call to switch onto slicks? And through goes Olsen, up into 5th and taking 4th. Meanwhile, Cable gets a 5-second penalty for causing collision. He's fighting off at Silla, and yeah, that's what's happened there. Obviously hitting Silla, and that has caused him to get the penalty. Meanwhile, Akari, Sato, and Matthew Hart, honestly, they're nowhere near that Dragon now, who's just flown off into the distance. So we can very much see here what is going on. Drivers are going to have to start making pit stops. The rain is still here, but yeah, I don't feel like the track's going to get any more wetter now. It's going to dry quicker than it gets wetter, so that is a big thing for these teams. They need to, and I mean need to, sort themselves out and decide on their pit strategies as Adelaide gets ahead of Tom Leon. Tom Leon will want to fight this one back, but he may struggle to do so as, yep, Slipstream is helping out here. We've got so many cars compact all together as Blade Johnson looking for a move around the outside of Ocampo here for 6th position. And he's going to have to send it into the chicane, which he does. He sent it. And Serkiera on the inside, so BDS must go on the outside, who's got more speed. And this should be 5th as well. He is in 5th. There we go. That is overtake complete for the Dragon. Meanwhile, the McLaren of Olsen's right up ahead. Our still just got a penalty fighting for UK Ball once again. Same heart of the track. These two are side by side. UK Ball seems to have a little bit more straight line speed. As here is Silla looking to the inside line, and he's going to get ahead of the Dragon. No, not yet. And there we go. He is finally through up into 16th position. Meanwhile, also his own goal here will not be extending the gap from Bludgersonic. His goal is going to be catching Lam Fong to overtake him, because Fong has finally fallen away now from Ravo. Ravo has managed to just pull away, which is going to be good for him, as also the further Ultra extends out his lead, the bigger a safety net Ferrari have in the pit stops. Of course, they'll have to build second drivers to get the best overall result. So yeah, I think it's safe to say they need a double stack, but they can't have Ravo being held up. So making a gap like this is going to help them. And there we go, he's been overtaken again. Tom Leon's up in the 6th position. Ocampo's outrated, Adelaide's down in 9th. Olsen's still the head of the train. DRS still not enabled as well. That's one crucial thing to mention. DRS is not enabled still. The rain is still here. It may be like the smallest amount of rain you've seen, but still, any rain is enough to disable the DRS just like that. Yeah, as we can see, the gap between Olsen and Lam Fong is pretty big, to be honest. It's around 2 seconds, but I feel Olsen has the skill to be able to catch up and get the overtake done. I'm looking here, I'm also don't see any rain, but yep, there's still them tiny drops here. As Serkiera down the inside of Tom Leon, trying to secure that place. Tom Leon also trying to push for that position again. He has the inside line. But when it comes to smooth curves, Davis Arquero's going to have that. He gives the Red Bull the space that he needs. The Dragon is looking just behind them too. That is going to be the entire play outside. Tom Leon needs to try and hold his position now because he's under threat once again. And now he seems to be the one stuck. Or is that going to flip? I do not know. These drivers still so close together. And you can obviously still see a little bit of spray on that track as well, just to mention. Tom Leon is up in the 5th position. Meanwhile, Jensen Olsen finally on the back of Lanfong. This is what he's been waiting for. He's just been building that pace up just to close in on that Renault. It looks like he has lost a bit of time at the end of the chicane, and yeah, that is a lot of time lost, to be honest. These guys, they've got to get a move on his Downey inside at turn 1. What a move from Ocampo. Just sending it. It's worked out, but just how long will it work out for? As Benayak, crucially for Renault, is up into the points-taking positions in 9th place right now. That is perfect for Renault, which I'm sure will be happy about that. So as we are now continuing to see, it's McLaren 410 at the moment. Adelaide is still behind Benayak. Benayak will be aiming to push up and get into this little battle here that's going on from 4th downwards. Now it's not really 4th downwards anymore because Olsen's pulled away from Davis Arquero and Tom Leon, as Arquero and down inside back up into 5th. He probably doesn't even care about his penalty now. He's nowhere near Raven on track right now. He's pretty much got nothing to lose at this stage in this season. Only got one more race after this. So just let you know about that. Here's Davis Arquero. Here's Tom Leon. Tom Leon sending it on the inside of the Mercedes. He goes pretty deep at the end of that corner. And is that going to cost him some time? It looks like it has. He has lost some time there. Blade outside of into 7th, getting ahead of Ocampo, getting ahead of Tom Leon. And now he has just got Arquero to clear, and he can try and get onto the back of Jensen Olsen, who is closer than ever to that Renault in front, trying to deny him of the podium that he missed out on last time. I think the rain, I'm about to say I think the rain's gone, and then as soon as I start saying it, of course rain just turns up. I honestly can't believe that. I wonder though, is it worth the gamble to go to slicks? Like, the rain is practically gone. Would it be worth one of these guys just to come in the pits, try out the slicks, and if it works, they could possibly gain quite a bit of time. Like, somehow the FIA still don't think that it's time to enable DRS again. I don't know why they don't think that. Like, why? I think that they should have DRS enabled now, but they are not enabling it yet. As the rain just not really changing. There's no change in the rain. It's staying at the very light drizzle that we have currently got at the moment. As you can see, some different lines being taken here around that chicane. Donny Giordano is currently setting out the points in his penultimate race for Mercedes. Of course, he's got to try and impress McLaren, but these performances this season are not working. And of course, these performances are exactly why he has decided to join McLaren for next season. He wants a brand new team, which is like a brand new reset, and hoping he can probably perform really well over there at McLaren. That'll be the hopes that they have down there. But as we can see right now, Ultra currently leading this race still. He has not lost the lead. He kept the lead in turn 1, and it's never changed. Revo has just been falling away slowly. However, he has picked up his pace in the late stages of this Grand Prix. And I just don't know how this race got cleared. Like, sorry that this has been a pretty boring race for you guys watching at home, but yeah, I've been, I can't really do anything about it. Oh, but Lanfong, that one is some serious threat because Olsen's behind him, like right behind him. Also, Davis Arquero and Blade outside car as well. So the battle for the podium is back on. And Lanfong's going to be under the most pressure he's had this race. Will he be able to maintain that podium for Renault? As round the final corner, Olsen's got a good line here. He's got some slipstream. He's going at over 300 km per hour. Is he going to send it into the first corner? No, he's not. Not worth the risk right now, but I will say, he managed to pull quite a bit of a gap here to David Ricciardo, just out that final corner. So, well done to that McLaren for doing that. Anyways, that McLaren is also on the back of that Renault. Lamfong's held the lead the entire race, but here we go, he's lost it. Sorry, he's held P3 the entire race, but he's now lost it. Olsen moves up and he's into third position. What a phenomenal drive it's been for him today. As how he can try and chase down Ravo, but with only 2.5 laps to go, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I feel like that might be impossible. As for Blade, P5 is going to be easy for him. I can guarantee he's going to get P5 this race, without a doubt. So let's just see what the Dragon can do. Can he get this thing on track? That is what we're going to be wondering. Meanwhile, Lamfong ready to put pressure on him once again. Getting close, he's taking a more inside line. Obviously going for a disadvantage initially, but he's trying to get the advantage into turn 1. As you can see, he's gaining speed. I think that's pretty much just equal to Olsen's line overall. So he's not going to gain anything there. As on the 12th lap of 13, the rain is practically gone and we're still on the inters. Like, I don't know what's going on here, the FIA not enabling DRS or anything like that, so yeah, entertainment factor is getting pretty limited out here today. Like, I'm looking around, I can't really say about also. Versio, I don't know what's happened to him, but he's managed to drop to your boy. That's very unusual considering your boy's car is a lot worse than Versio's, but I think that is just because of the damage that is on the car of Versio. As we go back here, because I can see the gaps are really close now. Lamfong's got another opportunity to try and get up into third place once again, but Ravo is slowing. He's not managing this race really well at all, so let's just see what Lamfong can do into the final corner. DRS checkpoint's been hit, but of course, no DRSs. Oh, so close to contact these two. But now it's Ravo under pressure. He's got a McLaren and a Renault dueling it out right behind him. So it looks like he has been struggling by the end of this race. Anyways, final lap we're on. Ultra's just led the way. He's dominated this race. Currently 8.7 seconds in the lead. On merit as well. Absolutely fantastic performance here. David Ricciardo is having a miracle drive here to hold on to 5th. Because that time penalty is going to drop him to around 9th or 8th if he is lucky enough. We are real fast in the first sector. That's not good for Olsen. As yes, Olsen is in 3rd place. Lamfong is still behind. As now Ultra catching up to Versio and your boy. So let's just see. Of course, he's going to end up lapping these guys, which is mental. As there he goes, catching and catching. Not getting slowed down. I thought we were actually going to get slowed down for a second there. Yeah, he's fine. Meanwhile, Lamfong, he's held that podium for so long. It lasted like, what, 11 laps or something, and it just all came away. Olsen ended up getting that position, but here we go, across the line. Ultra wins another race this season. He wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Perfect start to being a 3-time world champion. Ravo finishes 2nd in the end of it from Olsen, who does get the podium. Incredible performance there. That's David Ricciardo. Blade will take 5th in the end. That's Tom Leon, Sebastian Capo, Vinayak, who, yep, as you can see there, Vinayak is going to get up into 8th position. David Ricciardo himself. Oh wait, no, Vinayak. He just got ahead, but Adelaide won't. So it is P9 for David Ricciardo in the end of this race. Livery is going to finish 15th. Arbitron and UK will both having penalties. Stella is the one who came out on top between those two. Car is quite a distance by. I don't know if he's going to gain any places or not from this. And it looks like he does not. There's Matthew Hart and Tucker Van Horn, of course, your boy Messi overlap. So here are your podium celebrations. Ultra, your winner of today's Grand Prix from Bravo and Jensen Olsen. For round 1-2, it was like controlled well, no mistakes by these two guys. They drove perfect races. Of course, no strategy was really involved. It was just no stops at the end, just pure driving. And yeah, Ultra was the one who came out on top. He cleaned out the best wet weather driving today. Also driven an excellent race. Of course, once he cleared that little pack that was all fighting for 5th, he just flew off. Caught Lamfong, overtook him, it was perfect. And with that, let's listen to the Colombian national anthem. Okay, so Ultra wins today from Bravo, then it Jensen Olsen, Lamfong, Blade Sonic, Tom Leon, Sebastian Campo, Ben Hayak, Dave Sarkiera, Max Adelaide, Don Vendel, Dennis Carlsmano, David Castro, Headley, Livery, Silla, UK Roll, and Caruso, Matthew Hart, Van Horn, Your Boy, and First Theo. So with that, we're done in Japan. We'll have one final send-off in Abu Dhabi. Of course, the season's already been wrapped up. Constructors and drivers were wrapped up last race. These final 2 races are just celebration drives. Let's see what Abu Dhabi brings us, and I'll see you guys in the next one.